Kayleigh McEnany is left stunned as a longtime Democrat mega donor, that's mega with a capital N, puts Kamala Harris on blasts, roasts her and calls her out for her ridiculous incompetence. Yes, guys, the sky is not falling. All right, I know it sounds crazy, but there are some Democrats who are sick and tired of the shenanigans of the left. So much so that a lot of them are even leaving the party, as you're going to see in a moment here. So we're going to get right into it, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. But first, do me a big favor here. Like our video and share it around so we can keep bringing you guys this great hard-hitting content. And as always, my name is Darian, and this is Resist the Mainstream.
John, I was thrilled to have you tonight, and I wanted you to react to this. This was reporting out of Politico about what Kamala Harris was doing in Hawaii. Privately, the vice president has been instructing advisors and allies to keep her options open, whether for a possible 2028 presidential run or even to run as governor in the state of California in 2 years, as Harris has repeated in phone calls, "I am staying in the fight." Your reaction to that?
Well, my reaction is, you know, she thinks she's Obama. She goes to Hawaii because Obama goes to Hawaii. She started talking like Obama, imitating Obama. She is not Barack Obama. She has no talent. She can never run for president again. She ran once and got 0 delegates. She got 8% of California. I begged them not to put her up. She was going to be tethered to Biden no matter what. That was a zero-sum game for her. But she thought that all these votes were for her. They were not. The votes that she got were people voting against Trump, and the votes that Trump got were the people voting for Trump.
How much you guys want to get that those beta males in the White Dudes for Harris crowd, maybe even a lot of them probably sat out the election? Or, you know, I don't know, maybe they even secretly voted for Trump. I can only imagine, because with all the leftist rage, feminist bullying and all that, you know, their wives are probably screaming at them, "You got to vote for Harris." They're probably like, "Okay, honey, okay, I'll do it, I swear." And they just go to the ballot box and like, you know what? Screw this. Trump. I'm feeling evil today. I don't know. You know, just a theory, but I do think it's possible because you get beat down and pushed around so much, and, you know, sometimes you just got to punch back a little bit, even if you do it very quietly and silently. Just a theory.
The Harris campaign should have done, instead of avoiding Joe Rogan and podcasts, it turns out that Barron Trump, who looks like a runway model, was telling his father, "You need to go on podcasts. You need to go on Joe Rogan." You know, he was 3 hours late to a rally because he was doing Joe Rogan because that was so important. So Barron Trump is a lot smarter than everybody in the Harris. They said they didn't go on Joe Rogan, the progressives around her. You heard what Carmel said. The progressives didn't want to go on Joe Rogan. Look, if I'm running, I'm going on Joe Rogan. I'm living on Fox. That's how you change minds. They played hide the ball. They lost badly. She should go away and never, ever come back. She spent almost $2 billion. They're raising money this week to pay off the debt. If you can't run your campaign, you damn sure can't run the country.
I just got to say, I love seeing former major Democrat donor in the Chiron over there. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. As far as Kamala goes, the reality is, and this is going to sound a little bit uncharitable, but guys, I'm just saying it how it is. I think she's just too stupid to take the heat, frankly. Go with the Joe Rogan example. Her campaign actually told the Rogan show, "Hey, we're willing to do an episode with you, but we got a few conditions here. First, you're going to come to us." Yeah, like that's going to happen. By the way, they were in Austin at one point during the campaign. They could have gone to Joe Rogan's place. But anyways, they say, you got to come to us. You can't talk about marijuana or marijuana legalization. That's off limits. We're not going to allow that. Probably because of her history as a DA, you know, getting people locked up over it, that kind of thing. And they said that the whole interaction can only be an hour long. And if any of you watched Joe Rogan before, you know that he likes to do long shows, often 2 hours, sometimes even 3 or 4 hours. So none of that was going to happen, and that's probably why they set forth those conditions. They knew Rogan was going to deny it. And then they have an easy out. Oh, well, you know, Rogan was being unreasonable, so we were going to go on, you know, stupid stuff like that. But people see right through it. As far as the media appearances go, she didn't do them for a long time. And then when she finally did do them, she was pretty much only going on friendly outlets and talking with them, basically just getting them to come kiss her ass and tell her about how great she is as a woman of color and all that, running for president. Ugh, roll my eyes at that. The one time she did go on Fox News is when she talked to Brett Baer, who is probably the most liberal Fox News host, or, liberal conservative, if you're going to call him that, in general, you can even talk to. And before anybody tries to get all pissy and upset because I insulted Brett Baer, all right, let's not forget that in the 2024 GOP primary debate, he was sitting there telling people we have 11 million undocumented immigrants in this country. Stupid term, totally left-wing term. But aside from that, 11 million? Really? They've been saying that number for about 30 years. You think we believe that crap anymore? Buddy, the number is probably, at this point, I'd say around 40 million. I mean, we had about 11 million enter during Biden's tenure alone. Okay, almost 11 million. You're gonna tell me there are 11 million living in America? No. Not the case. And that's why that's the only type of person on Fox News Kamala will talk to.
John, that is the most honest assessment, and I think the most accurate one I've heard from a Democrat so far. And I'm curious for you, as you move forward as a party, who's the future of your party?
Well, my future, look, I'm a Bill Clinton Democrat. And each year that's gone by, I've been pushed further and further and further out. The squad, defund the police, woke, it pushes people like me. I am not a democratic socialist. I was a Democrat with a capital C, capitalist. And I now am a registered independent because I cannot abide that business. And look, I love Joe Biden. I think he did a great job. If you look at the record, I know a lot of you all disagree, but objectively, I think history is going to be good to him. But Joe Biden is the end of my line with Democrats because of the Harrises of this world and the progressives pushing her to not go on Joe Rogan. That's where she should have been. Just where Barron Trump told his dad to go and all the other podcasts. So that's where I am today.
The left seems to be losing a lot of major players. Scratch that, they are losing many major players because of how far left and insane they've gotten. It's kind of funny to see. All right, let's not forget we had Bill Ackman, all right, that Wall Street exec. He basically came out and said, yeah, the university is going crazy with the DEI. And, I think he might have some other motives behind that I'm not going to get into right now. But the point is, he switched from left to supporting Trump. That's crazy, all right? That's pretty much unheard of with a lot of these big execs. Let's not, of course, forget Elon Musk. Elon Musk voted for Joe Biden in 2020, and him and Trump were even beefing back then. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Trump actually said that Elon Musk is a bullshit artist, and Elon either insulted him before or after that. I don't remember what he said. Something similarly insulting. Now they're like best buddies, it seems. It's kind of wild to observe.
I'm more for people than party. In Florida, I ran 2 amendments. I legalized medical marijuana and I raised the minimum wage. Had to get 60% of the vote. We did. You know why? Most of us agree on most things when you take the DNR down. So I would say to the squad and the defund the police crowd, mission accomplished. I'm out.
Yeah. John Morgan, we disagree on a lot. We are from different sides of the aisle, but we are both Floridians, and I think we both acknowledge reality. It seems like you did tonight. John Morgan, thank you, and welcome to the Independent. So that's interesting. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Well, that wraps up our clip for today, guys. What'd you think? I do agree. I think Barron Trump is a very good campaigner. He was arguably the shadow campaign master of what is now going to be the Trump presidency. And hey, God bless him for that. Smart kid. Well, he's an adult now, but a young adult. I digress. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate it. As always, please be sure to comment below. Let us know what you liked about the clip, what kind of stuff you want to see in the future, and we'll see you all again soon. God bless.